negative reaction to the president's plan.
Sources say the president will announce the return of 10,000 troops from Afghanistan this year and the rest of his 30,000 troop surge by September of 2012. Aides say it's not a political decision, but politically it's a loser. Not enough troops this year for California Congresswoman Barbara Lee.
I must say that 10 to 15,000 troops, that's not significant, that's not sizable, that's not what the American people expect. The surge in December of 2009 was 30,000.
And the surge was the second increase in troops the president ordered for Afghanistan. He sent nearly 20,000 earlier that year. Lee says the country is war-weary, and a new Pew poll indicates the strong support for the fight when Mr. Obama was elected has turned to almost as strong opposition to it. His critics are likely to suggest he's influenced by the polls.
If we rush to the exits because of polling here, then we're going to undercut the progress, and the ticket home for us with honor and security is to leave behind an Afghan army and police force that can defend the Afghan people against the Taliban.
But it's not a fast enough withdrawal for some of the 2012 Republican presidential candidates who want to trim the $2 billion a week cost of the war. Meanwhile, House Speaker John Boehner, who spoke to the president today about the decision, says he's happy if the generals are.
If the president listens to the commanders on the ground and our diplomats in the region, makes a decision, I'll be there to support him.
But some military analysts say the decision to bring the rest of the surge home by the end of next summer is out of sync with the fighting season that runs roughly from April into October.
What it means is that the surge force, or those forces that added the extra punch to push the Taliban out of the southern provinces, will be withdrawn before this fighting season ends. And more importantly, the Taliban know it.
His aides say public opinion did not influence the president's decision, but General Scales says public support is needed to fight a war, and the president hopes to rebuild it, in part by reassuring the public that the longest war in American history is drawing to a close. Brett?
Wendell Goller live on the North Lawn. Wendell, thank you. In Afghanistan, there is high anxiety surrounding the president.